It happened before. It will happen again. That episode of a show that you've never heard of that's been seen total of maybe 60 times, and mostly by your relatives. Johnny, let's give him the second episode to a web show. Hello everyone and welcome. Hello everyone! Hi everybody. Howdy do to you. Hello everyone and welcome to the very second episode. This is the extremely second episode. Hello everyone and welcome to the very second episode of Easy Impressions to Do for people who don't do impressions. My name is Alan Christopher and I am your host through the journey of this skill. My notes. I have notes this time. Would anybody like to play Stratego? I have Stratego. The very first episode, I had two different impressions that were very different yet alike in one way. There was another pair. Two star-crossed lovers. They were out there. I just had to look. United into one video that I thought would be a good episode to maybe keep doing that. Weird voices that somehow are similar. Christopher Walken and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Believe it or not. I would like to make aware that I am doing this and I do not consider myself a good impressionist. I have skills that no one else has. I consider myself being able to judge character well and seeing what I could come up with as far as ones that I can do. Because like I said in the first episode, I am not that great at impressions. I have friends that say, that I do good, but it's a joke. It's a lie. I am not very good. And then the AC just kicked in. A lot of people do Arnold. It's one of the easiest, and that's what it is, easy impressions. One of the easiest impressions to do is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Most voices that people do are caricatures of the person, so the voice that you're actually doing is not necessarily the voice that the person really projects in real life. It's mostly accentuate the certain features, and it's very apparent with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, leave it in. Why not? It's funny. So to start off, voice, you bring it down, you bring the voice down, about here. Second said, bring the tongue back when you're talking, Arnold. And then you bring it. I can't even, that wasn't even it. That wasn't it. I gotta go back and try that again. Let's retake this. As you get higher and louder and more intense, it just becomes nonsense. That's more like how he can accentuate there. But if you bring it to the back, and that's where it's the best thing to go, and you just get higher from there, and you bring it up to crescendo, because I'm getting crazy, and then I'm going crazy, and I don't sound like a person anymore, and then I don't really make sense, and I'm a caricature. So you want to know how your level of Arnold you want to go. There's the get to the chopper! Everybody does get to the chopper. Everybody get to the chopper! Everybody does that. Don't do that. The more personal I get, the more open I get, the closer I get to the camera. He gets words mixed up really easily. A lot of people do the California thing. California. Arnold's persona, Arnold's voice is usually like subhuman, almost like ape-like. He doesn't make any sense. Whenever I go into mistakes, I go into Arnold. I mistake into Arnold. And I think it's because when you do an Arnold, it's mostly just nonsense. That's what everybody associates it with. And it's mostly due to other people doing impressions of Arnold. So you get the... It's really easy. Everybody can do Arnold. What it is you're kind of fluttering in and out like a waves. Just think of the waves. Fluttering in and out, but it's a violent wave fluttering it out. Wow, wow, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that is where we connect. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Christopher Walken is the role. When they're talking, it's got kind of a roll to it. Okay. With Christopher Walken, it has the same flow, but let me walk you into Walken. Let me walk you into Walken. Waka waka waka. move my new water away from this old water that was there. So let's try this all over again. A lot of people can do Walken, but the hard part is the low Walken. Regular Christopher Walken that everybody does, like, hey you, what are you doing? Where are you going with that bag of potato chips? You know, I'm hungry. So, you know, bring the chips. Little boy, I don't want to smack you. Maybe I do. Little man, bring it. And so it's a lot harder to do the really serious low Walken. I figured out one way to get down into the lower Walken, and that's using man. Is the word man, I don't know why. Watch me not be able to do it now. Like any other word, I can't, so here you go, little man. That's it, that's all it is. That's all you get for the lower Walken, because that's all I can do. I'm a fraud, and I'm a cheat, and I'm not a really good impressionist, so I don't know why I'm giving you guys advice, but here you go, just for you. Little man. There you go, that's all I can do. Alright, we'll see how that worked in editing. Another good thing to do with Walken is the vowels. Go through the vowels with Walken. It's fun. A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes Y. Little man, you could do. This impression is very easy. You just kind of, you know, as you do. So, I think that should be good enough. I think, oh, I gotta do an ending. Duh. So there you go, that's Arnold and Christopher Walken, another unlikely pairing that seemed to work together. So if you like what you saw, please comment or quit. Don't quit. Please stay. If you like what you saw, stay. If you don't like what you saw, I understand. I can't give you your time back, but hopefully I made you giggle. Candyman can, cause he sprinkles it with smiles, makes the world taste good. Oh, shouldn't use that one. Well, that's not going in. Should that go on there? That probably won't either. There's so much that's not going on here. No, I'm not gonna put that on there. Nope, not going on there. This isn't going on YouTube at all. And this isn't going on there either. I keep going down sections where I get too personal and I'm like, well, that whole last 5 minutes is gonna get cut. Because I ain't using that. That's not going on YouTube. Nobody ever is gonna hear that. This isn't going either. Okay. He's making the rounds.